Hi everyone, it's Sabrina from Silver Heights Neighborhood Association. Hope you guys are having a great day. So we have another fun craft for you guys today, and this one goes with our week theme of Around the World. So if you've been following us or you have our SNA Camp in a Box, you'll know that this week is Around the World theme. And for this video, we're going to Hawaii. So we're doing a fun activity for you guys, and if you guys don't have our SNA Camp in a Box, no worries. The only things you're going to need to make this craft is some various colors of construction paper, scissors, a pen, and string. So really super easy, and I'm sure you guys will already have this at home. So to kickstart our trip to Hawaii, we are making Hawaiian leis or Hawaiian necklaces that you guys have probably seen before, and it'll be super fun and super easy. So the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need some string. So if you have our Camp in a Box for this week, you'll have different colored string in there, and that's the one that we're going to use. If not, you can just use any string you have. So I have this brown string here, and you can measure it for how long you want it to be. Typically, Hawaiian leis are a bit longer, so you're not going to make one super, super tight. We're going to have it a bit long. So this one seems to be pretty good. I'm going to start off by just tying at both ends a little knot, just to act as a bit of a stopper. However, the Hawaiian flowers that we're going to put on them will be big enough to go over the hole, so we just have to make sure that we're careful so that they don't fall out. So I'm just tying a little knot on both sides just to make it a bit easier, and then, yes, okay. The next thing is you're going to grab a few colors of construction paper. So I'm using 2 different colors, but you can use more if you have more. You can also use tissue paper if you don't want to use construction paper, but I'm going to keep it with that. So I'm using pink and this orange color. And what you're going to start to do is draw big flowers on each one. So you're going to draw them out and cut them out. So I drew one on here for you guys to see, and I actually cut out the rest so that I can show you guys. But you're going to draw about this size flower all over the paper on the different colors that you guys have used. So now that this is drawn, I'm just going to cut it out, and then we can go on to the next step. So you're going to grab your scissors and just cut around the flower that you guys made. Then we can go to the next step. If you have more colors, that'll be ideal, so that it's a super colorful Hawaii necklace. But if you don't, no worries. I'm only using 2 colors today, and that'll work just fine. So once you cut out all of your flowers, I have them all over here too. You're going to now want to cut out the circle part of it. So you can get someone to help you if you don't know how to do this, or a super easy way is to just lightly fold it so that you have the top, grab your scissors, and just do a little snip. You don't have to cut all the way around because, again, that'll be too big and it will go over the necklace, but just about a circle in the middle is good enough. So I'm going to do this. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to grab our string, and we're going to start decorating our Hawaii lei. So I'm going to put it through the hole and down like that. And we're going to do that all the way around. So I forgot one other supply that we're going to need. So let me go grab it and I'll show you. Okay, so you also want to grab some straws. So you should have a few straws in your Camp in a Box. If not, you don't need this step, but this just kind of helps it look like one of those more traditional ones that you'll see in the store. So you're going to grab a straw, mine is striped, and you're actually going to cut it up into pieces like this. I'll make it a little bit shorter. And I'll tell you why we're going to do this. We're going to use this to act as a barrier between the flowers so that we can see all of the flowers individually. So after you have your flower, you're going to fish in the straw. So it's beside the flower, and then you're going to add in your next color. So I'm using orange now. I'm gonna go over, and it just acts as a little bit of a barrier. Adding the straw next again. So it adds a bit more of that barrier. But again, the straw is optional. You do not have to use it. It'll work better probably in the string that you guys have. The string that I have is a little bit harder to work with. But once we have that, we're going to just keep on decorating our necklaces. So I'm just fishing in the colors. So I'm going in a pattern, but you do not have to. I'm just doing it that way. So I'm fishing in a straw and then a flower and alternating it that way. The straw just kind of acts as a barrier so that the flowers don't get all lost together. So doing that. You can also, like I said, use tissue paper if you want, but I didn't today. Okay, perfect. And then you'll add your lace. You can add as many as you want. This is as many I cut out, but you can always add more to it, and you can see the straws as a barrier. And then you can just tie it. I'm going to tie it outside actually. I'm going to tie it. Put it on. And this is our Hawaii lei for our trip to Hawaii. So if you guys do this, I'd love to see it. And yes, check out our other videos to see what other crafts we're up to and follow us along our trip to Hawaii. All right, guys, see you later.